It's easy to guess this is an initiation rite. Young people come out of adolescence like butterflies coming out of their chrysalises. I could never have imagined so many Stone Age men gathered together, like a miracle, especially for my camera. Here again, the feeling of being transported back to the time of the great explorers, men who discovered the Pacific. People living on the coast of Gaisseau know only one activity: war. The making of shields always announces a new war. They are cannibals and headhunters. Skulls are part of the furniture. Each ring represents a severed head, and therefore indicates the rank in the tribal hierarchy. Fortunately, we didn't witness the initiation of a boy. On the determined day, an ambush is set. The father, or rather the godfather of the boy, brings back his macabre trophy attached to the front of his pirogue. He solemnly sets the severed head between the legs of the boy, who must remain sitting all night in the middle of the men's hut. This initiation is very often represented on statues, and the men who have imagined this horrible ritual have also invented a poetic way to sign a peace treaty. Two tribes have gathered to sign a peace treaty. They each have chosen a couple who must die and be reborn within the group that used to be the enemy. They then become the guarantee of their temporary peace. The men who have died at war are positioned in pairs on a totem. On those funeral totems, warriors are standing over a large symbolic pirogue, which will carry them to heaven. They will remain standing in front of the men's hut. And when the tribe will have honored them long enough, they will be carried far away, as far as possible, somewhere in the deserted swamps along the coast, so that the spirits of the dead don't come bother the living. I have succeeded in being accepted in an Iunoto Maasai, maybe one of the last ones. About 10,000 nomads have gathered in a maniata, a village 1 kilometer wide, built especially for this ceremony. During this initiation rite, which is neither cruel nor bloody, the Moran warriors, numbering about 300, get their heads shaved by their mothers. I couldn't understand the violence of their silent sobs, those convulsive trances provoked by this apparently simple gesture. They explained to me that after 7 years of life as a hero, the Maasai couldn't renounce the freedom and privileges granted this age class. A few kilometers up north and a few weeks later, I'm alone in Turkana territory. The trance started again, more violently, They tell me that here they're the mark of the courageous warrior. To fight, a warrior must be in this trance-like condition. But if, as is the case that day, there is no enemy to fight, the trance leads the warrior to the gates of death. Those constant reminders of death seem to bother no one.